Okay, so if your kid's been late to band, let's see how long this takes. So I generally let them out about 5 minutes. I've got an alarm that goes off 6 minutes before their bell rings. And usually what I do is when the alarm goes off, I figure I've got about a minute. I finish what I'm doing, or we do something real quick one more time, and then I usually let them go. And it's usually 5.5 to 5 minutes before the bell rings. So um, we're going to call it at 30. Let's see how long this takes. So I just let them go. And this is my pace, dot, 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 dot. And I'm not really walking fast. You can kind of, there's my feet, maybe. So I'm not really going very fast right now. And let's see how long this takes. So, yeah, I don't know. There's the trees, and I started out on the 25-yard line on the other side of the field, so it shouldn't take anybody that long because nobody's that far. Everybody's on the 35 or less toward the 50, so it shouldn't take that long. So I'm now into about a minute, and I'm in front of the air conditioners, and I'm still going the same pace. So now it's now 4 minutes before the bell rings, and right now the band room door is doing something funky where it doesn't lock good, but most of the time I hand somebody my keys so they can open the door, and then they just leave them in the office door for when I get in there. And at this point I'm usually taking care of equipment back there with my ladder or the stand, or helping kids out that are lingering around, and some of them linger. So that's that. Now we're into about a minute and a half, and I'm now past the gym, and I'm still same pace, not really going too fast. So let's see how this goes. So I think I'm going to go through the building to go to Miss Marlin's room. The fastest way is to go past the new cafeteria and into that side door by Miss McDonough's office. But the kids say that nobody will open that door, so I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go through the main building. All right. So now I'm to the band room, and we're about 2.5 minutes now. So I'm now in the band room, and it's still 2.5 minutes before the bell rings, which is about right. I usually get back to the building about a minute before the bell rings. And I'm going to take my trombone apart. Pull it apart. One part, two parts. Put it in the case. Latch the case. Go put it in its slot. Go pick up my backpack. All right, still walking the same pace. There's my backpack. Pick up my backpack. Walking out the band room, making sure I got my keys. And we're now at 1 minute before the bell rings. So right now, if they're walking this fast, then, and they put their instrument up and they're not sitting around talking, then they should be out the band room door, a minute and a half before the bell rings, because we're not even that spot. So at the 4:30, I don't know if you can see the timer, 4:30 mark, we should be at a minute before the bell rings. So let's see where I'm at, and I'm still going the same pace. Now I'm not going fast at all, but I'm not dragging my feet. So there's 4 minutes right there. So I've got a minute before the bell rings. I'm even with the ag building, even with the gym. So I guess at the 5:30 mark should be about the time that the bell actually rings. And we'll see where I'm at there. We're at 5 minutes right here. So in 30 seconds, if they're going this fast, 30 seconds, the bell should be ringing. We'll see where I'm at that point. Ladder's still on top of the cafeteria. It's a pretty day. It's hot. All right, so here's where I'm at. Right by the old cafeteria, and I'm at parking spot 101 at 30, and that's about maybe 40 minutes from the building. So right now the bell just rang, and I'm that close to the main building. So that's kind of it. Let's see where I'm at now. So most of the time there are kids coming in and out at this point because they've been let out of class, but I'm going to have to get my keys out and open the door. All right, so now I'm in the building, and we are 30 seconds after the bell rang. And I just passed Miss Pearson's room, just past the bathrooms. There's Miss Tyndall's room, Miss Trafford's room. I guess I already passed Miss the math lady whose name I can't remember right now, the one who retired, came back, Miss Cole. Passed in the library and Miss Coach Norton's class, which I guess I missed. I passed Miss Harris's class, passed in the computer room, passed in the other bathrooms. There's Coach Johnson's room right there. And I'm now at 6.5 minutes, so a minute and a half after the bell. There's Miss Stark's room, a minute and a half after the bell. Teacher's lounge. And I'm still moving at the same pace. I don't know if you can hear my feet or not. I'm at the main office. There's the exit for the main office. And I'm now not quite 2 minutes after the bell. There's Miss Satterfield's room. And there's Miss Bull's room, the door that you can't get in. And I'm passing, who is that? Gilbert's room, Coach Wilson's room. There's Miss Ground's room right there. There's the counselor's office. There's I don't know what that is, girls' bathroom. And resource officer room. And right here's Miss Marlin's room. And we are now at 7.5 minutes after I let them go. So if they're walking at the pace that I gave you and not wasting any time, they now have 2.5 minutes to get to Miss Marlin's room. So I'm going to keep going. Miss Jordan's room. Miss Alt's room. Miss Cossey's room. And now I'm at Miss Hans's room, Holt's room. Now I'm at Mr. Sims' room, Miss Crouch. And now I'm at the back door. And the bell's still not going to ring for another 2 minutes. So let's go back outside. So I'm all the way over here now. And I'm still a minute and a half, a little over a minute and a half from the bell ringing. Okay, so still walking about the same pace. Hope you can see that. In the teacher parking lot over here by the cafeteria. Probably can't see that because of the sun. Back there. So if you remember, I started at 30 seconds into the video. So at 10 minutes and 30 seconds, that's the time that they will have from the time I let them go until the time they get to class. So if the timer works, you can see that it's at 9 minutes and 36 seconds. So we're almost back where we started, going around the entire campus, and the bell still hasn't rang yet. So, and I'm still walking the same pace. And I mean, the thing is, they don't have time to visit. I mean, you can't just sit there and talk to your friends for 5 minutes and put your horn away and and go to the bathroom and get you a drink. You just don't have time for that. So yeah, I'm back where I started. This is where, right here at the 25, that's where I started. And I've gone around the whole campus, and I still have 15 seconds to go before it's time to put up, and before the bell's gonna ring. So yeah, I mean, that's a long time. So I'll go, well, I don't even really need to go the other way, because right here, I'm at the 50-yard line. I've gone halfway around the deal. So yeah, if they're not getting to class on time, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not walking fast. I'm not taking off running. I do have kids that run to the next class, but they've got 10 minutes from the time I let them go until the time the bell rings. And I mean, you guys just saw what I just did in 10 minutes. So yeah, they need to get to class.